Most people spend their entire lives searching for shortcuts, hacks, and easy formulas to become rich, and yet they never get there. They work hard, they sacrifice their time, they follow the rules society teaches them, and still, they remain stuck, living paycheck to paycheck, trapped in a financial system that was designed to keep them exactly where they are. Here's the truth you were never meant to hear. The wealthy play by a completely different set of rules. And the reason you've never heard these rules is because the people at the top have no interest in you knowing them. If everyone had access to these secrets, the game would no longer be rigged, the power would no longer be concentrated, and the system that keeps millions of people broke would collapse. And that is exactly why this video matters, because today I'm going to share with you the secret millionaires don't want you to know about getting rich in 2025, a truth so simple, so brutally obvious once you see it, that you will never look at money, wealth, and success the same way again. The secret is this: wealth is not built by trading your time for money. It has never been, and it never will be. Millionaires and billionaires do not think in terms of hours, salaries, or wages. They think in terms of systems, ownership, leverage, and scalability. They know that if your income is tied directly to the hours you work, you will forever be limited. Because no matter how hard you work, your time is finite. That's why most people who work 40, 50, even 60 hours a week still struggle financially, while others who work less create fortunes. The wealthy understand that money flows to those who own assets, those who build systems, those who invest in scalable opportunities, and those who position themselves to earn even while they sleep. And here's the part that should shake you. The average person is deliberately conditioned to believe the exact opposite from childhood. You're told to study hard, get good grades, find a safe job, climb the corporate ladder, and retire at 65 with a pension. That script was never designed to make you wealthy, it was designed to keep you obedient, predictable, and dependent. The millionaires don't follow that script, and neither should you. Now, in 2025, the opportunities to escape that system are greater than ever before. Technology has opened doors previous generations could only dream of. You can create digital products, build online businesses, invest in cryptocurrencies, develop personal brands, monetize knowledge, and reach millions of people across the globe from the comfort of your home. But here's the catch: only a small percentage of people will ever take advantage of these opportunities, because most are too addicted to comfort, too afraid of risk, and too distracted by consumer culture to break free. Millionaires know that wealth is built by controlling your environment, mastering your mindset, and multiplying your sources of income. And they quietly use these principles while the rest of the world wastes money on the newest phone, the newest car, the newest trend. The secret they don't want you to know is that freedom and wealth are not about luck or privilege, it's about discipline, long-term thinking, and using leverage to your advantage. Think about it. The millionaire is not working harder than you. In fact, many of them work less. They're not smarter than you in the traditional sense, and they certainly don't have more hours in the day. What they have is leverage. Leverage through investments that grow on their own. Leverage through teams of people who work under their vision. Leverage through technology that automates and multiplies their efforts. They don't sell their time, they sell results, ideas, systems, and ownership. And that is the difference that separates the top 1% from everyone else. In 2025, if you're still selling your time, you're playing the wrong game. The system thrives because people are distracted, the media, advertising, and even schools push you into consuming rather than creating, into obeying rather than building, into reacting rather than leading. Millionaires understand this perfectly, and they protect their attention ruthlessly. While the average person spends hours scrolling on social media or binge-watching shows, the wealthy spend their time building networks, studying opportunities, and acquiring skills that increase their earning power. This isn't because they have some magical discipline, it's because they know the single greatest asset you have is not money, it's focus. And if you lose focus to trivial distractions, you lose everything. Another piece of the secret is that wealth is not about income, it's about assets. You can earn $200,000 a year and still be broke if you spend it all. Meanwhile, someone earning $50,000 who invests wisely, acquires assets, and minimizes liabilities can build lasting wealth. Millionaires don't just earn, they allocate. They put their money into things that generate more money. Real estate, stocks, businesses, intellectual property, and digital products are all vehicles they use to multiply wealth. And here's what should make you pause. They know the average person will never do this because the average person is trained to see money as something to spend, not as something to grow. That's why so many people chase luxury lifestyles while drowning in debt, while the truly wealthy live beneath their means, reinvest their earnings, and grow empires silently. In 2025, the opportunity to build assets has never been easier. You can buy fractional shares of global companies, invest in index funds with as little as $10, start digital businesses with almost no overhead, and even use artificial intelligence to automate services that once required large teams. The doorway is wide open, but only for those with the courage to walk through it. The secret millionaires don't want you to know is that they're not gatekeeping opportunities, they're just betting that you'll never take them. Because if you do, the balance of power shifts and the system loses its grip. Perhaps the most important truth you need to accept is that wealth is a mindset long before it becomes a bank balance. Millionaires train themselves to think differently. They don't see money as something scarce, they see it as abundant. They don't see failure as an end, they see it as data, feedback, a lesson to refine their strategy. They don't fear risk, they manage it intelligently. And they don't chase trends mindlessly, they position themselves to benefit from trends before the masses even notice them. This mental reprogramming is exactly why they win while others lose. And the secret they don't want you to know is that you can adopt the exact same mindset if you choose to break free from the conditioning that holds you back. The path to wealth is simple, but it is not easy. It requires discipline, focus, patience, and the courage to go against the grain. It requires you to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. It requires you to stop measuring life in hours and start measuring it in impact, in systems, in value created. It requires you to stop seeking approval from a system designed to use you and start designing a life that serves you. This is what the wealthy do quietly while the world complains loudly. So, if you want to know the secret millionaires don't want you to know about getting rich in 2025, here it is. They are not playing the same game as you. They own, they leverage, they build, they multiply. They protect their focus, they control their environment, and they think long-term while everyone else chases instant gratification. And in 2025, you can do the exact same thing if you choose to shift your mindset, build assets instead of chasing status, invest in yourself instead of distractions, and create systems that allow you to scale beyond your own time. The door to wealth is wide open, but only if you stop playing the game you were taught and start playing the game the rich have been playing all along. Because the truth is this. The millionaire's secret isn't a trick, it isn't a hack, it isn't even complicated. It's a way of thinking, a way of acting, and a way of living that rejects the lies of the rat race and embraces ownership, leverage, and discipline. The question is, will you remain where you are, or will you step into the game that was never meant for you to play?